Okay, Michael. Michael? Oh.
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry.
Oh.
I was going to ask a very similar question. I'm just curious if you could talk a little bit about what it's going to be like for the president to be giving this speech, knowing that if things have gone a little bit differently, he would be giving an acceptance speech for a second term.
I mean, look, I'm just going to go back to the Oval Office address because I think that address really laid out in a very thoughtful, even personal way of how this president saw this moment. And, you know, it was a selfless act. It wasn't about him. It was about the country. He said this, and he thought it was an important moment. But this is a president that is proud of what he's been able to build. I've talked about the strongest economy leading the world in a modern administration, and we're going to continue to fight to deliver results for the American people. That doesn't end. That doesn't end. That is something that he is certainly very focused on, the middle class families. Let's not forget where this president came from, right? He grew up in Scranton, Pennsylvania. He understands what it's like to sit around that kitchen table and make really difficult decisions for your family, whether it's student loans, whether it's paying rent, mortgage, whatever it is. He understands how hard that is. And let's not forget when he stepped in as president, this country was paralyzed because the economy was falling and because of COVID. And he turned that around. He turned that around. Because of the American Rescue Plan, because of policies that he's put forth. And so I think that's important to note. And so he sees a lot more work to be done in the next several months. And his thought process and how he sees his decision certainly is in the Oval Office address that he made. And I think it's telling. I think it gives you a little bit insight of what he thought personally. Go ahead, Molly.
Has the president started preparing for these remarks? Does he know what he wants his message to focus on? Is he going to work on them at Camp David?
I think you could expect this president to focus on these remarks in the next several days, leading up to Monday. I think you can expect this president to take this moment. He understands this is an incredibly important moment that he will have next week at the Democratic National Convention. He's still very much the leader of the party, right? And he takes that very seriously. And he's also very proud of his vice president.